Hello top 11 managers around the world, welcome back to your channel Mamun Profi Gaming. In this video I'm going to show you two secret features in top 11 2024 that you can use. These secret features will really help you. I know that many of you who always play this game, they know everything about it, but still some features are not really vastly used, The first feature you are watching now is comparing player. You can literally compare your player. You can check your player, other player. If you want to compare your player versus your another player. Ripon Mojumdar Kamo and Mamun Islam. You can see both the player. We are comparing both the player play as attackers. So if you look at their difference, in the attack section for passing, Mojumdar Kamal is 184%, while my new player Mamun Islam is having 198%. And dribbling is 203% for Mojumdar Kamal, and for him 188%. And on the other hand, if you look at the crossing is 125% for Mojumdar Kamal and 186% for the newcomer. And as a new player, he is a really good prospect. As you can see, the skills are really good and very close to the old player. So it seems that I can understand by these statistics, by these comparison, I can understand that the new player is on the right track. So now as you look at these, you can still compare other players, not only just attackers. Now let's compare with another player, another attacker, so that you can also find different sort of comparison. Once you compare your players, this will really help you to understand which player is going on the right track, which player is not performing or not having good skills. This way you will be able to, focus on that player, or if you want to get rid of the player or sell the player, you can do it as well. So comparing this way, it will really help. As you can see, this player Rajaul Karim Hassan, he is a very old player, and I wanted to kick him, I wanted to delete him, but his percentage is not that far behind, compared to my main attackers. And he is also having the mutant ability, mutant attributes. He is not having high attributes in his other skills, but he is having skills in his main attribute. So now again, if you want to compare your defenders, you can same way you can compare them as well. So this is how you will be able to understand whether the player is going on the right direction or not. Let's give you an example. You want to find whether your player is mutant or not, the skills you want, it is okay or not. Now let's just compare with the player who is 133%, Louis Martin, and he is my loan player. I just got him as free loan, and I'm going to compare with him with my new player Georges Jusha. So this player, as you can see, 182% tackling, while the player is having overall percentage, bigger overall percentage, is having 140% only. And as you can see, my player is 187% marking, and the lone player is not having even close. So this way if you compare, you will understand the difference. The percentage, the main attribute is very high for my new player, the player I trained. On the other hand, the player I got, higher percentage, overall percentage is more than 10% bigger, but he is not having, the main attribute as high as my build player. So you can easily understand by this feature the difference. Another feature is actually in training. I know still many of you know this feature, and still many of you do not know this feature. Recently we used to train four player for each team play form. Just increase each team play form, you need to use 4 players. And for attackers, we used to train 4 attackers together in order to to get attacking bonus. But nowadays, you don't need 4 attackers to train together. You don't really need 4 attackers to train together. You just need 3 attackers. First of all, I'm gonna show you by training so that you can understand. If I use these 4 player, I can train, I can get team play farm, but I don't need. I can use 3 player. So I'm gonna use 3 player just to show you. You can use AML, AMR, AMC, AML, MR, and ST for these training. Just 3 among these positions you can pick and you can simply train. So as you can see, it increased, attack just increased using these 3 players. You don't need 4 players just among these position. So it's increasing, as you can see, MC, ML role, but you cannot put MC or DMC. MCs will not work for increasing attacking bonus. Let me just show you an example. So I have one player who is MC, DMC, so that you can understand. I put one player MC, DMC alongside attackers, and as you can see, these did not move. These did not move at all. So it doesn't work. If you use MCs in attack, it will not work. So only thing you can do, you can use 3 players, AML, AMR, ML, MR, and STAMC. So these players, you can take just 3 players and you can train. Before you needed 4 players just to train these attacking bonus, but you don't need 4 players nowadays. You just need 3 players to train. So it's more and more easier than before, and I still believe that many of you are still training 4 players together. So you don't need to train 4 players anymore. So you can easily train 3 players and increase your attacking bonus. So not only these features, but in future I'm gonna come up with more and more exciting features, exciting secrets and tips and tricks of top 11. You already know, those of you always watch my videos regularly, you see I constantly come up with new things, and it is not easy, guys. It is not easy to make everyday content and very helpful content every day for you guys from only one single game like top 11. It's not a high graphical, not a big game. It's not a really game like PUBG or something like Free Fire, not a shooting game. So it's difficult to make content constantly every day, but I still try my best to help you guys. So please support me by subscribing this channel. Hello managers around the world.